Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday. I hope that you are having a fantastic week. I am having a good week, and I am super excited to talk to y'all today because it is time. It is time. It is actually beyond time, y'all. It is beyond time to talk about holiday 2022. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I know. It may seem like it's early. You may have be thinking like I'm still trying to get through this quarter. I haven't even started thinking about the next quarter, but that's okay because the best time to start planning for Q1 and for Q4 is in Q1. But then the next best time is to do it now. So we are going to talk about some tips. I'm going to give y'all some tips and tricks and all the things that you want to keep in mind for when you're planning your holiday campaigns this year, or when you're thinking about what you're going to do for the 2022 holiday season. And so give you a little bit about me for those who are new to my world, new to my channel. Hey y'all, welcome. My name is Stacy and I'm a marketing consultant. I am a Facebook ads expert. I have generated over $150 million running paid social for some of the largest shoe and apparel brands in the world when I worked at Zappos. I've run paid ads on all the different channels, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, all the places. And right now I help my clients with consulting. I'm a marketing consultant. And so e-commerce brands come to me when they're looking to scale, when they're looking to get to the next level, when they've decided that they are going to actually, really make an impact with their products. They've decided they come to me to help them to get to the next level. And so that's what I want to help y'all with, because getting to the next level really requires planning. It requires planning. It requires tenacity. It requires data. It requires so much in order for you to get to that next level. And so that's what I'm here to help y'all to do today. So I have worked personally 4 holiday seasons. So I started working at Zappos in 2018, had my first Cyber Monday, Black Friday season. And I was like, wow. Participating in a Black Friday, Cyber Monday holiday season, or any just holiday season period, because it really starts in October. But like, participating in any kind of holiday marketing or holiday season as a marketer, as someone who runs paid social, working at, having worked at a large enterprise, it's a lot. It is a lot. I'm telling you, there's a lot that goes into having a successful holiday season. And so there's some things that I want y'all to keep in mind when you're thinking about what you're going to do for holiday. Keeping in mind that it's really going to start in October. You should start your planning now. Okay. And so that's the first tip. So I'm going to give you 5 tips about things that y'all can do. Make sure y'all tag some people in here, tag some other, this is going to be really focused on e-commerce brands. So tag some other people in here. So let's talk about planning tip number 1. Planning tip number 1, super easy, super apparent, is to start early. A lot of times, people want to start their holiday planning when we're in Q4. But when we're already in Q4, that is when you should be executing on the plan that you have already started to create. You need to start planning and figuring out, what does holiday look like now? And I understand we're all in the summer slump, right? People are on vacation. Kids are going back to school. People's priorities are definitely spread right now, right? And so that's what we have to deal with, and we have to, work through that. But right now is the great time to plan and to figure out, what am I actually going to do for my holiday season? How am I going to wow my customers? How am I going to, do I have any products that are launching? Do I have any, what kind of stuff am I going to be doing? Am I going to be doing any bundle deals? Start to think about it. Figure out, what are you going to actually do? And so honestly, the early brand gets the worm, right? The early bird gets the worm. When you start planning your campaigns early, and when you start to think about your marketing and your sales and all that kind of stuff early, that is how you start to beat out the competition, because a lot of people do not start thinking about holiday until it's already holiday season. It's a thing, if you think about, sometimes you may see commercials with holiday Christmas stuff, maybe in October or August or September. Right? You'll see these commercials sometimes in that season, because big brands are planning early, right? They're starting early. They're testing their messaging early. So let's talk about tip number 2. So that was tip number 1. Tip number 1 is to start planning now, not later, not when Q4 starts, but start planning now. Tip number 2 is to dig into your data. Oh my goodness, y'all. Data is going to be so essential in this holiday season. Data is what you're going to use to scale. That's how you get to the next level, is you really start to think about, what is the data in my bit? What data points can I point to in my business that I can use to make informed decisions, that I can use to base my campaigns around? And so some things that you want to think about are, what worked last year? Okay. Go back and when I used to work at Zappos, we always would do a debrief after the end of a campaign or something like that. So that way we could go back to look at our notes to figure out like what did we do last year? What worked? I'm always going back and looking in my Facebook ad numbers or my Pinterest ad numbers to figure out like what campaigns did we run last year? How did they perform? What audiences performed well? And you can do that with all of your marketing. Go back and look at your emails that you sent out last holiday season. Go back and look at, which landing pages and look at your Google Analytics and look at the time frame last year of figuring out like what worked last year. And then you also want to know what has worked this year, right? Like the world changes so quickly, right? People's priorities are different. Our buying priorities are different. COVID really sped up marketing, sped up the way that people want to consume and all that kind of stuff. So it really helped to shape and change marketing. And so you want to think about, like, if you look at your numbers, again, what worked this year? What really stood out? Whether it's, holiday messaging or not, but like what campaigns stood out? What products sold the best? What landing pages converted the best? This is all the data that you have available within your business. You should have all this data available. If you don't have your Google Analytics set up, you don't have your your Facebook Pixel set up, all that kind of stuff needs to get set up now. Like that is a now kind of thing, because you really want to make sure that you can rely on data for when you're thinking about what you're going to do for holiday. And let me know in the comments if this is making sense, y'all. Let me know if these tips are resonating with you. I have 3 more, but the first one again was to make sure you start planning now, and then the second one is to dig into your data and figure out like all the information that you have about like what worked this year, what worked last year, last holiday season, and going from there. Okay, so let's go to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is to retest your funnels, retest your checkout. Retest how people go from I have no idea who you are to please take my money. And the reason that you want to retest these things is because when you want to prepare for an influx of traffic. Okay, on holiday season, people are shopping, people are ready, they're checking out different sites, they're shopping from new brands they've never shopped with before, they're checking out existing brands that they shop with. You're going to have an influx of traffic to your site, especially if you're running paid ads. Okay, especially if you're running paid ads, you're going to have a lot of people checking out your site, a lot of people going through your funnel. And the last thing you want is for your funnel to lose 50% of the people who are trying to check out from you because they can't make it through checkout, right? The last thing you want to do is to lose people because your website is not mobile friendly and people are going to be shopping on their mobile devices all through holiday season. All of this stuff are things that you want to prepare. You got to you start to go back through everything that works or things that have worked and tighten things up. Tighten up your funnels. Figure out like, if I change this headline, does it improve my conversion rate? If I, rearrange my products in a certain way, does that help with my conversion rate? What can I do to actually tighten up the journey that people go through to get to me to actually purchase? How can you tighten up your checkout? Right? How do you make sure that all the pieces of your marketing are tightened up? How do you make sure that your emails are not actually going to spam? Right? What things can you do to make it so that now you can make these changes, but during holiday time, when you're preparing for an influx of traffic, when you're going to get an influx of traffic, then you're prepared. You're not losing people because your funnels are broken, or you're not losing people because your checkout is broken, or because it only works, halfway, right? So these are kinds of things that you can do now, even in this summer slump, right? It's figuring out like, what improvements can I make now that will pay off when I get this influx of traffic later. Again, let me know in the comments if this is making sense. And if y'all have any questions, please feel free to drop any questions. If anything comes to mind, any thoughts comes to mind, drop them in the comments because I would love to answer your questions. Okay, number 4. Number 4 is to master your messaging. Holiday time, you're going to have a lot of people advertising. You're going to have a lot of people doing marketing campaigns. You're going to see a lot of people posting on Instagram. You're going to see a lot of emails coming out. The amount of emails that you're going to get, right, that we are going to get in holiday time is going to dramatically increase, right? So what does that mean? It means that it's going to be crowded. It means that there's people are going to be hit with so many different messages and signals and all these kinds of things during holiday season that you have to find a way to stand out. You have to find a way to capture their attention. And the way that you stand out, the way that you capture people's attention is by crafting messages for them specifically. And that means understanding what your customers care about, what pain points they're experiencing right now, why they're looking for your products and solutions, right? Because people don't buy products, they buy solutions. People are not buying your candles just because they smell good, right? If that's the case, then I can go to Target and buy me a candle that smells good. Why would I buy from you specifically during this holiday season? Is it because you have this amazing, because you have this amazing, brand, and you're standing behind, all this abundance and manifestation, and maybe I'm buying this from my friend who is a manifester who really believes in, in all the woo and the spiritual and the crystals and all the things, and this will make a perfect gift for someone who's in that kind of space. That's a message, not just buy my candles because they smell good. I'm sure they do smell good, but people don't care that they smell good, right? What do your customers care about? That's the thing that you have to understand right now, so that when you're creating campaigns for holiday season, you are talking to people in a way, you're talking about something. You're talking to people so that they can receive, and they're thinking about things that they care about, right? They're thinking about who they have to shop for on their list, right? We got to shop for everybody, right? We have kids we got to shop for. This is a time when you can get people who may not actually always shop from you. Maybe they're not shopping for themselves. Maybe they're shopping for a friend who has, specific qualities or specific traits, and they want to get them something special and something nice. Okay. So think about these things. How can you tighten up your messaging for this holiday season to help you to stand out? And then a pro tip, I have a pro tip that I wrote down. A pro tip is that do not pretend that holiday season is not happening. Everybody knows it's holiday. Everybody is looking for sales. They're looking for deals. They're looking for gifts, right? And so don't shy away from saying that this is a gift or this can be used as a gift. Don't shy away from saying this is a sale. I am having a Black Friday sale, right? People are looking for those kinds of things, especially if you're thinking Black Friday, Cyber Monday, holiday, that tight time, that few days that you have. People are thinking about, where can I get the best deal? Where can I get the best whatever for my money? So you have to let them know there is a sale happening. And this is something that I got taught directly from Facebook. They would say, why don't then we need to put sale messaging in our ads to make sure that they stand out and people already know that that there's a sale happening. Okay. So don't pretend it's not like it's not holiday time. You can bake in holiday messaging into your stuff. In fact, you actually should. It's the best practice. You should really be talking about how your products can be used for gifts, who they're perfect for, all those kinds of things. Okay. Last one, number 5, and I'm going to recap them at the end. Number 5 is to have an expert in your pocket. Every holiday season that I worked at Zappos, all 4, I had Facebook on call. We had Pinterest on call. We were meeting with them for months planning holiday season. Okay. Having people who know what they're doing in your pocket is how you beat everybody else. That's how you stand out. Having someone that you can rely on to say, like, can you look at this and let me know if this is a strong enough message? Can you tell me why I'm losing 50% of the people who try to go to my checkout page? Can you go through my funnels? Can you look at my landing page? Can you let me know if these ads are working or which ads we should be pushing on and which ones we should not? Can we put together a strategy that would help you to get to the next level, help you to dominate this holiday season? And so that's one thing that I have just created that I'm offering for a very few clients. I'm only offering it for 3 different clients. If you would like to have me in your pocket, an expert that has worked 4 holiday seasons at a big brand, running ads for very large brands, who has generated over $150 million running paid social ads for these big brands in 4 years, then you want to take advantage of this offer. And what I put together is a consulting package for those of you who want to really dominate holiday season, who want to plan out your holiday season in advance. You want to start working with me in September, and you'll have me in your pocket all the way through December, all the way through the end of the year, in order for you and your team to be equipped with a strategist on your team to help you to navigate the holiday. Let me tell you, I remember one day, one holiday season, one Black Friday, Facebook was down. Like, they went down for like a couple hours. And it was like, what the hell do we do? And we have hourly check-ins. So it's like, how much money are we making every hour, right? So having something be down for an hour or 2 hours is a big deal. Another holiday season, another Black Friday season, which is, I think this is the last one that I did. No, not the last one, the last one before that. Our ads weren't even spending any money. We logged in at 5:00 in the morning. Our ads were all set up. They were ready to go. It was like, okay, Facebook ads, good to go. Pinterest ads, all these ads are good to go. We get on Facebook at 5 o'clock in the morning because that's what time we have to report. I'm not doing that no more. I'm excited now that I'm not gonna have to do that no more. I might actually have a party on Cyber Monday. But anyway, and so I go in, I look at our Facebook ads, and I'm like, we're not spending any money. Our ads are moving so slow. Like our ads have said that they've only spent like $100, and we're trying to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in one day. And so having someone, being able to reach out to Facebook or reach out to someone and say, hey, our ads aren't spending, what should we do? And they tell us, oh, this is what you should do. Boom, we do it and we fix it and we're good to go. So having an expert in your pocket this holiday season is really going to be crucial. If you have decided that you are going to get to the $1 million mark at the end of this year, you need me in your pocket. You need me on your team this holiday season to help you with your strategy, to help your team to be able to execute on on the strategy that we set forth, to make sure that we are marching towards our KPIs. Someone is going to have to lead the strategy this holiday season. If you don't have time to do it, then you're going to have to hire me because you need me. And I am here and I want to help. And I really want to see more brands take advantage of all that the holiday season has to give. You can make so much money. Lots of brands make most of their money. E-commerce brands make most of their money in the holiday season. The way that you do that profitably is by being strategic. And so if you are interested in that, send me a DM. We'll talk about it. We'll start to figure out, if this is the right offer for you. I'll give you some more details. And we'll go from there. But those are my 5 tips, y'all. Let me run through those again. 1 is to start planning now. Never can start too early to plan for holiday season. Number 2, dig into your data. Understand what worked last year, what worked this year. What are we going to do for holiday? Number 3, retest your funnels. Run back through your funnels. Look at your landing pages. Look at your site. How is it laid out? Can people who don't live on your website, who are not on your website 5 or 6 times a day, can they easily check out? You're going to get an influx of traffic this holiday season, so you want to make sure that you capitalize on that traffic. Number 4 is to master your messaging. The feed's going to be real crowded, y'all. Marketing's going to be crowded. We're going to get 1,000 emails a day. So you have to figure out, how do I create messaging that stands out and that resonates with my customers? And then number 5 is you need to have an expert in your pocket, because something going to break, something ain't going to work, something you're going to have to pivot, all the things. Trust me, I've been there. Like I said, I've worked 4 Black Friday holiday seasons at Zappos, for running ads for all these different types of brands, for UGG, Nike, all the brands, and really having to balance all of that at such a large scale is a lot, because something is going to break on Black Friday, something going to break on Cyber Monday. It's always something's going to break. But you really want to make sure that you have an expert on your side to help you get ready for that season. So that way, when you go into it and when your team goes into it, y'all are prepared. And so that's what I got today. Do y'all have any questions? Let me know in the chat if you have any questions about what we talked about today. I think that these tips are really, really helpful. And I want y'all to succeed this holiday season. I want y'all to definitely be able to get to the next level, and to really bring in all the money and all the revenue and all the things that you want to do this holiday season. So if there are no questions, hey, y'all that are just jumping in, y'all go ahead and please watch the replay. I'm about to actually post it because I'm about to close out now. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'll be around. DM me if you want to take advantage of the offer that I just talked about being able to have access to me and my team this holiday season to help you really plan it, help you to navigate it, and help you to really dominate it. So send me the DM if you're interested in that, and we'll talk about it. And I will talk to y'all later.